what is some of you guys' like biggest factors as far as college success goes? Like some big factors that really contribute to you guys' success.
Being social, man. Making friends. Like I'm telling you, just getting. If you isolate yourself, that's when you just are doomed to fail in college. If you can just make some friends, find some study partners, make a study group, do something. But just like having that interaction has helped me out so much. It is crazy. That one semester when I was kind of just like on my own, doing my own thing, dude, that's when I hit my lowest point of my life ever. And what got me back up, slowly but surely, interacting with my friends more, talking to more people, and actually, it builds up my confidence. It's crazy. It really is. Like we're social creatures. So just having some people to support you, that's what's helped me the most.
Yeah, I think, dude, you gotta use your resources, bro. Like the writing center, you gotta use that, bro. That writing center helps a lot. Like I use that, like like when I first got there, like writing center, I'm gonna use the writing center. Sophomore year, I use it for paper. Bro, I got like the best like grade on that paper like ever in my college career. And like, bro, like the SI sessions, you gotta go to the SI sessions, and like the study sessions in the afternoons with the TAs, bro. You have to, bro. Cause like, bro, most of the classes that have those things, those classes are really hard. They know that, and like they know like you need more repetition of seeing information before you succeed in those courses. So I think SI, that's another thing. Going to the SI thing, and then like, bro, like you said, you can't do everything by yourself. You can't study effectively by yourself. At least I can. I mean, I can do all right, but like my grades have shot up like a whole bunch when I've studied with people and had study partners. So that's like mine. Biggest thing as far as factors goes. Use your resources, study with people, and like go to the SI sessions and all that stuff, man. Like you need to go. Yeah. Even though it might seem a little tedious to go at 6 o'clock at night or 7 o'clock at night.
Like
you gotta make your priorities straight, man. Yeah. Trying to get through this college, man, because college is hard.
Hey, don't be scared to go to office hours either.
Oh man,
dude, I've never really. I mean, I've gone to a couple office hours, but not really like a bunch. But this semester,
when you go,
dude, and it's not. It doesn't even have to be about the class, honestly. Like if you just go and talk to your professor and like just get to know them better, and they get to know you, like just the class experience is better, and you have maybe like somebody give you a reference letter later on in life, or a letter of recommendation, something like that. Like before the career fair, I went and talked to my engineering design professor just to get advice of like going to talk to all the recruiters and hey, what do you think of my resume? And he gave me some pointers, and they really helped out. My career fair this year compared to last year, hell of a lot better. So I mean, just talking to your professors, asking about materials. If you have questions, just ask.
Bro,
you can't hold them in.
Like, bro, when you go to office hours, like, how the professor views it, he's like, this guy really cares about this class, and he cares about, like, he wants to know this. And to a degree, he's like, man, he kind of cares about me. Because it takes guts, man, to go to office hours. It's usually the office hours, like, during the day, like, or at a time that you really can't go, but you still go anyway. So, like, bro, like, it just really helps out a lot. They give you the best. Like, whenever I went for my, what was it? Anthropology class, I went up to him. He gave me some pretty good advice as far as studying and stuff like that. Bro, my grades and everything shot up drastically. And even though I think it's like some unwritten college rules, like, bro, when the teacher like sees you and like they have like some chemistry, I think he'll boost you up.
Yeah,
exactly.
They don't say it,
but they would.
I think they do it, bro. They push you over the edge.
It's a real thing. If they see that you take that initiative and you want to get better in that class, so just to give a scenario, there's someone with a 69.4 or something. There's two people. and one of them has been going to talk to the teacher, really trying that class, but they just can't get it, and they're just on that.
They gave everything for that. They gave everything for that 69.
Cuff of just barely almost passing, and they look at those 2 grades. Who are they going to bump up? That person who takes that initiative, and that person who's really trying in that class. If this person doesn't go talk to them, how do they know if they're trying?
Yeah, or if they're skipping class, like they're not gonna take it.
That's what happened to me. My astronomy class, freshman year, I had a 68. And I carried that 68 the whole semester, man. But the last 2 weeks, I think I was in office hours like every single day. Every day from 7:30 to 8. Probably 7:30 to 8:30. Like every day. And I would be, every day I'd walk in there with my breakfast and be like, hey, Mr. Macker, here I am again. And then come that final, boy, I made a fat 31 on that final. Fat 31. And he knew I was struggling. Well, I walked out there with a 71 in the class. And he sent me an email and he was
Let's
just
bring
like,
the rules about college, bro.
yeah. Not all professors are as bad as they make them seem.
Oh, for sure.
I think that'll be my advice.
Yeah.
Don't come to college thinking professors are coming after you. Because they are just like us.
Yeah.
They sat in positions just like us as freshmen. As 18-year-olds, they were coming in here. I don't know nobody at this school. I don't know nothing that happens. I don't really know classes, but I'm gonna work hard trying to graduate and get a job.
Dude.
And they recognize that. So I feel like you put in that effort, you put in extra time, they gonna see like, man, this person reading that textbook. They going through the little notes that we wrote. They went through the PowerPoints. Let me help them out a little bit. Like you said, they're not gonna tell you. Like a high school teacher might be like, oh, I got you, But college, they want to see you work. They want to see you actually put it in the focus and time. You might not even understand what you're doing, but if you just look and you open the book and be like, wow, I don't know what it's saying, but I'm gonna look like I'm reading, they gonna see that and be like, I like it, and help you out. I think that's so valuable.
I got 2 things. One is college is nothing like high school. High school, they have like set grades and all like set procedures for these teachers and what they need to do with their grading policies. Every professor has their own grading policy. Like the A&M does, the grading policy is like, there's like not A+ system, like A is 4.0, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But each class has their own grading policy. So like my math classes, in order to make a C, you just had to make a 57 or above.
That is true.
And
That is
stuff
true, bro.
like that. And so most professors, they can they can help your grade if they want to. Like if they see that you are putting in that work, they control their grading system. So they can help you if they want to, or if they feel like you just need that extra help, or I don't know. They just keep giving you that extra help. And one other thing is, I just want to elaborate on what you were saying, is that they've been in our shoes. That this last semester, this past spring, when I missed the first month of class, didn't go to damn class, not a single one. And I just went and talked to all my professors and said, hey, this is what happened last semester, had a withdrawal, and this is what happened this semester. I thought I was ready to come back, but obviously not, but I'm trying to get there. What are the steps that I can do to get back and at least just pass this course for this semester? And all of them were so nice and helpful. Like my math professor was just like, if you could give me these assignments in a week and a half, that I'll give you full credit for all of them. And my architecture professor straight up was just like, here you have time for this. I can send you extra study material. Like wow. He created an own folder for me so he could put stuff in there, like extra videos of lectures. That's and awesome. Because he's like, if you miss something, let me know and I'll put a video in this folder. And just because I want to help you, and he literally said this to me because I went through that same thing. He's like, wow. I've been in your exact shoes, just been through some stuff, didn't go to class, straight up. He's just like, I have literally been in your shoes, And so I want to help you out as best as I can. And that was one of the most heartwarming things. And I've never connected to a professor more.
Wow.
Bro,
That's
like, to
incredible.
feed off of that, bro, like, bro,
That is incredible.
like,
Incredible.
computer science, not computer, political science, teacher, professor, like, he was telling us, like, in first week of school,
That's
you
incredible.
know how you just going through syllabus and stuff, bro, like, he was just saying, bro, like, if you need help, just call, you can call, like, bro, like, his email and everything, all his information is in the syllabus, bro, he literally takes it and calls it, bro, and, like, bro, he said he does that because he's had times and he's had talks with students, bro, about suicide. And, you know, needing to get picked up from the North Gate because, you know, they were too drunk or whatnot. And it's just like, bro, he's willing to go that extra mile for his students, man.
And that's
Cause like that, the way media, that's why I hate media, bro. The way media portrays like professors, they're like, oh, dude, they're just ruthless and they just like want your money, and then once they get your money, they don't give a crap about your grade. It's like, nah, if you actually put in the effort, and like some of these people are really good people, bro.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, you're gonna have your professors that really don't give a shit. But I mean, most of them, bro, just show some effort, and they'll go over.
if you go the extra mile, they'll go 3 extra miles.
Exactly, bro. So
That's just like my business management professor this semester. He legit said the first day of class, like, oh, my numbers in the syllabus, please don't use it if you don't have to. But if y'all ever need something, if y'all just want to talk, right here. Like, he was explaining how he's talked to people who were thinking about committing suicide. And he straight up just talked to them and just calmed them down. I'm like, and see, he seems like such a strict guy and such a mean dude sometimes, but he's such a genuine person. Like, in that class, like, he has this whole system set up for, like, cards for, like, people. Like, he's like, I want everyone to do at least one community service project in this class. And he has, like, so many different ones set up. Like,
That's cool.
around Christmas time, he has this big donation thing for, like, kids to get toys. I'm like, this guy is just has such a pure heart. He's this big old, like, I mean, older guy, kind of like, seems like a rough guy, but he's such a nice guy. Like, I can just tell. He might be strict, but he's
and heart, yeah, heart is a good person.
his heart's there.